It has been a rough couple of weeks for NFL and ex-NFL players. You've got Mark Sanchez, who is now being brought up on felony charges for a stabbing incident that occurred a little while ago. You have Antonio Brown, who is now on charges for murder. And you also have the current player, Marshawn Kneeland, who unfortunately just took his own life. And there may have been something else going on with police and an accident before that. So you might ask yourself, what in the world is going on? It is very likely that CTE, or chronic traumatic encephalopathy, is playing a role in these cases. Now, it's hard to actually say that because CTE can only be diagnosed in death. The only way to diagnose CTE is with brain tissue under a microscope. So no one is going to be going into these brains when people are alive and looking for that. But CTE in the earlier stages looks like mental illness. It looks like impulsivity, poor decision making, and all of these players, a lot of addiction, by the way. I believe alcohol was involved with what was going on with Mark Sanchez. All of these things are probably secondary to CTE, this pathology in the brain that is just having them make poor decisions. And a lot of ex-football players don't make it late enough in life to see even more kind of extensive symptoms where dementia would come into play. And so the question is, what do we do about it? Like, we know that we need to really be taking a look at these football players, hockey players, MMA, anything where they're going to have lots of significant potential for head injury or subtraumatic injury. So even just hitting your head against people over and over and over again is not good. And we need to start trying to take care of them. If we notice that behavior is changing, that's where mental health counseling comes in. That's where cognitive therapy comes in, which is something that I do. That's where just even awareness comes in for family members, family members who have an understanding that there's something going on and not just this person's acting like a jerk. That may lead to decreased divorce rates, families staying together, better support systems so that the cycle doesn't continue. So even though we don't know that CTE is the case, is what's going on within these 3 specific cases, it's very likely. We now know a lot more than we did then, and it's something that should be addressed. The NFL in, I think, 2020 did do a whole bunch on mental health awareness. It's okay to not be okay. And we really need to support them through that. They need access to services. They need to hopefully seek out services on their own so that even if they are dealing with CTE, it is not reversible, but it is something that can be slowed down. The progression can be delayed. So hopefully they'll be getting the help that they need.